Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we are back on the HermitCraft server. We are over in the spawn chunks, and you will never guess what we are going to be working on in today's episode, none other than the iron foundry. Now as you can see, I have done absolutely nothing since the last episode. I have done sweet Fanny Adams, and that is absolutely fine because that means we have got plenty to work on in today's episode. Now, as always on the HermitCraft server, it is raining. I don't know why it does this, but it just seems to chuck it down 24/7, so that means that this place looks ugly. It is also dark, so to be honest with you, you probably cannot see what on earth this is, but essentially it is going to be an absolutely giant iron farm that will produce around about 1,700 iron an hour. So that is quite a lot. Now, one thing that I do need to do is I need to get the villagers over to here. This is something that I really need to do because otherwise we are not going to have an iron farm whatsoever. So that is the first thing we are going to be doing in today's episode. So let's begin. Right, I have got some fantastic news for you all. If anyone is wondering why I'm standing here, just to let you know, is because it is still raining and it is still dark, and I thought we'll get into the festive spirit and stand in the snow so it can get all Christmassy. You know, we're getting right in there, that December, the whole Christmas, Santa Claus, etc, etc. And we're going to talk about, once again, the iron foundry without being rudely interrupted. Go away, leave me alone. So essentially, I have discovered that I am lazy. I am so lazy, and I absolutely hate working with villagers. It's the one thing in Minecraft, I just can't stand it. I don't do it. It makes me feel ill. It just, well, it's not that bad, but it just makes me not want to play Minecraft at all. And you know what? Who wants that sensation? I love playing Minecraft, as you know, and just the thought of doing something that I just really don't want to do because I feel like I have to is just wrong. I don't want that. So what I am going to do is I'm going to employ a HermitCraft member to do it for me, and I'm going to put a big price of 40 smackaroonies, or 40 diamonds even, yeah, for anyone that lives outside of Britain. That is how much I'm going to charge someone to get the villagers up into the iron trench. That is 1 diamond per villager, which I would say that is a damn good price. You know, if I didn't hate villagers so much, I would probably do that. So I am going to see if anyone responds to that request. I'm sure someone will, and we'll see what we can do from here. Well, that was quick. Maybe I should have put a slightly lower price tag on it, because I put the request in, and about 10 seconds later, Red Eyes was just like, I'll do that. I will do that. So I guess we're going to have ourselves some villagers. He asked me if I wanted to do it with him or if he wanted to do it overnight. And to be honest with you, I just replied saying, look, alright, can you do it? Because I can't do it. Can you just give it a go, see what you can come up with, even if you can't do it, as long as you get like a handful of villagers up there, that'll be fine. I'll pay 1 diamond per villager, basically, because the way that the rates work is that if you have 10 villagers up there, then that means that only 1 iron golem can be in the little bucket area. Jesus, I'm just getting bombarded by zombies at the minute. It's just, it's like a war zone out here. But anyway, I'm going to try and keep speaking whilst killing these things. So basically, if you only have 10 villagers up there, 5 on each side, then only 1 iron golem can be in the little watery area in the middle. If you have 20, then 2 can be there. If you have 30, then 3. And if you have 40, which is like the optimal number, then you can have up to 4 iron golems coming down into the center, which apparently is around about right. You are going to have around about 4 iron golems each time you go up there. At least that's what I have been told. Basically, this is a ridiculous iron farm, and I certainly don't want to hinder it in any way. It would be no point in putting all this effort in and then just having like a half-assed iron farm. No sir. So I'm going to do this to its fullest potential, and in fact, well, I'm going to be getting Red Eyes to help me out there because that'll be very useful. And would you look at that, he's already got to work in it. That is really great to see. Another good thing that has happened is that it is finally stopped raining. Hooray! That is good news. But what we're now going to have to do is we have to take out this iron golem farm. But before we do any of that, I think that we should start off with something small. We're going to place down all of the chests that are going to be going at the bottom here to stock up all of our iron. So I'm going to head over to King Happy's tree farm. We're going to collect loads of logs because not only are we going to need it for the chests, we're also going to need it for the over 1,000 doors we need to make. This is a ridiculous build. Now all of that is done, we have got all of the chests in place, and as you can see, I've done a wee bit of terraforming as well. It's not really my strong point. I've basically just taken out the whole landscape and it doesn't look very good, but you know what, I'm fine with that. This whole area is butt ugly. I don't think taking out a little bit of dirt is going to make it any better. But will I just say, I have been watching Red Eyes work on this while I've been down at the bottom. I've probably been down there for around about half an hour, if that, and just look at what he's doing. He has just gone straight to it. This is the kind of guy that I need to employ more often. Just do my projects for me, please, Red Eyes. That will be lovely. Thank you very much. I think what he's doing up there is he's creating an infinite villager breeder, and then he is funneling the villagers into the respective holes. In fact, let's take a look up there. Let's see what the man is up to, because I would love to know. I've probably just put myself right in it. Okay. Right, well, I can't really tell what's going on, but yeah, I think that's what he's up to. I'm assuming that's right. So yeah, it's looking pretty good for that one. It looks like we are going to be getting ourselves some villagers up in the iron foundry. Hooray! So I've been thinking, while Red Eyes is working on that big old iron villager type moving thing that he's doing for me for those 40 diamonds, we need something else to do, because we can't just wait around for Red Eyes to do something. I mean, he is making excellent progress. I think I might as well bring it up. You just saw there, he has now got some villagers in the place, so it is all looking good. But I thought we really need to sort out this room, because at the minute I'm hopping down at the bottom to take a look at how much sugarcane I've got, and it's all just stacking up in a chest down there, when really we need it to flow into all of these chests. So I thought we might as well link this up so that it is a functional storage area for the sugarcane. Now to do that, we are going to need an item elevator and then a hopper string going right the way around here. It shouldn't be too challenging, but it is going to take a little while, so I'm going to gather up all of the resources and then we are going to start the planning stage. I have finally filled in all of the chests here. It's been a long time coming. It's been about, I'd say, 10 episodes since we worked in here. It's good to be back. This was the biggest procrastinator of a project ever. Like, it took me so long to do this, but I finally got on to finishing it, but then we just didn't do the last little bits. For example, actually getting the sugarcane. You know, that's quite essential. At the minute, we are not using any of this stuff. So anyway, got all the chest placed, that is all looking good, and now I am going to pop the item elevator in this corner here. I don't know which one I'm going to use. I personally am thinking a dropper type style one, so then we don't have to worry about any water streams or any funky business like that. But yeah, in fact, that's what I'm going to be going for. That seems like the easiest, most straightforward option, and also allows us to use tons of hoppers, which I love doing because I've got so much iron. I have been working away at the top here, and you may remember a couple of episodes ago I mentioned that we are right below a lake. Well, it turns out that is causing some issues, because obviously the lake just really wants to come in and check out what we're up to. I mean, it is right there, which, yeah, that is an issue when I'm trying to work up here. So instead of running the hoppers along like this and then having them run straight down into the chest, I think I'm just going to run them along like this and then have hoppers running into the backs of the chest. I doubt it will look quite as good, but you know what? That's not a big deal, because I don't want to be dealing with water and redstone. That just does not mix. It doesn't float my boat. I almost died then. That was a bit of a schoolboy error. Now I can't get back up. Excellent. Good news, everybody. I have linked up everything. It actually took a surprisingly long amount of time, but it is seeming to be working. You never know with these kind of things, but sugarcane is entering... Sugarcane was entering chest. It has now stopped doing that. I have got no idea why that could be, but there is definitely plenty of backed up sugarcane down here. Guys, what do I do? It was fine just now. Why is it suddenly stopped working? It would appear that there is a slight problem with this clock in the way that basically, I really don't know how to explain this, but this comparator, it just stopped working. it just gave a constant output, and that meant that obviously our item elevator stopped working, which meant that our sugarcane stopped moving, and it just backed up through all these hoppers here. So you can see we have just got a metric buttload of sugarcane up the back here. And that's obviously, that's not meant to be there, but hopefully this is now working. There is always, like, working with redstone is always a bit odd, but working with redstone on a server, you can just never know what is going on there. I don't know if that's like a legitimate bug or if it's just lag. Who knows? I don't know, but it appears to be working now. Oh, that went horribly right. It went horribly right. Brilliant. Anyway, it would appear things are going smoothly now. I can dump all of this in here. And wow, we are getting ourselves a lot of sugarcane. This is good news. I think I'm going to AFK here for a little while just to gather up just a tiny bit more sugarcane. And unlucky Red Eyes, I apologise that the work that I have set you is a bit hazardous. I'm sure it'll be good in the long run when you get those 40 diamonds. Now, while we are over here at the sugarcane farm, I thought I might as well give just a little bit of a chat to you, because I haven't done any of that in today's episode. It has all been work, 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 and well, that doesn't make a party, does it? So I thought, you know what, I am going to talk to you about the iron foundry. Believe it or not, something that we are currently working on. But dink, oh yeah, that is still awesome. That is still so cool. But yeah, the iron foundry. Basically, I have spent a lot of time over this episode and the last talking on about how stressful it is as a project and how much work you have to put in and how long it takes and how hard it is and all that, which in all honesty it's not particularly true, right? I mean, of course, it's a huge project. It's something that shouldn't be taken lightly. It is going to take a while to build, and you have to dedicate some time to doing it. But of course, you are going to reap the rewards, and that is the sort of main thing about it. It is really, 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 really fun to build. It's like an age-old project. You know, when you used to spend hours on end over the weekend building a giant lighthouse that had revolving lights and all that kind of thing. Yeah, it's just like that, but then you're going to get 1,700 iron at the end of it, which I really like. Recently, and I'm probably part of this, the redstone and the building community have sort of focused on making everything small, compact, and extremely functional, which is excellent. It's amazing. Of course it's great. But that means that every single project that you work on in Minecraft is going to take like 30 minutes and it's going to work really well, but it's not going to feel like you've completed something mega. And I think that is where the iron foundry comes in, because it is mega, it is huge, it is absolutely crazy, but it's a lot of fun and it's not as mad as some projects. For example, the iron trench, I tried to undertake that and I couldn't, to be honest with you. And that was just too big for me. I couldn't do it, and there we go. That's it. But the iron foundry, you know, is definitely doable, and it's something that I am really enjoying working on. I've drafted in the help of others, and they are really enjoying working on it and getting involved with all the stuff that's going on in the server. So I'm more than happy that I started it. In case anyone's getting worried that I'm getting stressed out about working on this project, I am going to be taking it at my own pace. But yeah, it is very fun, and I would definitely suggest trying it out in your survival worlds. It may look big, but it's just a big cobblestone structure filled with doors. I mean, how hard is that? That's not very hard, is it? Now, I haven't been on the HermitCraft server for a couple of days now. I took a little break from it, and I've just popped on through the nether, having been to Corralis's base. And well, things have changed. I don't know what's going on. I can't even tell where I am at the minute. But I guess there is the pathway. I think that's to the hermit town. We need to get to the spawn town, so I guess that is somewhere over here? Is it? I don't know, you tell me. I cannot tell where, like, this has completely thrown me off. There are zombie pigmen anywhere, so I'm not going to throw an ender pearl, because chances are I will hit one of them, and then they'll all get aggro, and I will be completely destroyed. But I'm just heading over to the spawn area, just to see how the villager situation is coming along. I saw a little villager in there while those chunks were loading. Just a quick snippet of a villager. It looks like there's still some of the structures up, so I don't know if Red Eyes has finished it all or not. And also, is the iron farm still there? No. It would appear that yes, no, it is still there. Right, so it looks like we have got ourselves 32 villagers there, and I'm assuming we have roughly the same number on the other side. I'm going to make that wild assumption there. So, yeah, 30 on that side. So we've got 60 villagers. And, right, villager delivery. He's also put some doors in as well. And this is from Red Eyes. So, Mumbo, it is done. 24 villagers in one box and 34 in the other. Breeding cell has been disabled. The doors removed, but I left it there just in case. There are plenty of extra villagers by the cell and some more above one of the boxes. Wasn't sure where you wanted the extra ones to go, so I left them there. You might end up having to murder them, you evil person. Okay, I look forward to your payment of 40 diamonds plus the danger pay for the 3 deaths, the extra each surplus villager, 100 plus, and of course everything should be paid in double as I was working on a bank holiday. So that is 100 billion diamonds. Yes, that is what I've got to pay Red Eyes. Well, I guess I should do that now before I forget. So let's head back over to my base, if I can make my way over there with the new nether stuff. And let's fetch the diamonds for Red Eyes, because he has done a brilliant job. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for that. I had a bit of a tough time navigating the nether, but I have finally made it over to Red Eyes' base, and I have said many times how cool I think this place is. Yeah, I'm currently in the process of doing a world tour of the HermitCraft server, and I'm going to need to come here to showcase some of it, but I'm trying to think, you know, where should we place this chest, because we need it somewhere that he's going to see it very quickly. Oh, we can't put it here. This is a care package from Azuma. Yep, everyone on the server got one of those. What a lovely guy. What a guy. There's a button here, but I don't want to press it just in case it does something funky. And I don't want to see that happen. And we've run out of food. Where can we put this chest then? I've got 37 chests. It's not like I'm running low or anything. But where do you come out of the nether portal? Where do you come out? Oh God, I can't really remember. Is it down here? Where is it? So you come out through... Have I made a right hash of this? Right. So you come out of this door, and then you just hop up here, and there we go, you're up there. So how about we just place down our chest right here, and we write payment from Mumbo, exclamation mark, and then we put just 40 diamonds in. We're not going to be doing the full 100 billion because that seemed a little bit steep. Oh, how are we going to do this? Everyone does really nice decorative things. There we go. That is perfect. Absolutely brilliant. And, God, we can't really give him anything else, can we? So, yeah, there we go. That will have to do. There is your payment, Red Eyes. I hope that you find a good use for them. And thank you for doing the villagers. That was absolutely lovely of you. Now I'm going to head over there and take down all of the temporary structure. And also maybe the current iron farm. It does need to go. I don't know if I'll be able to do that in today's episode. But anyway, back over to the spawn area. So I just cleared out the top piece of structure up at around about here. It was around about here. But it turns out the thing underneath it is just full to the brim with villagers. It's got about 60 of them. Now I'm in two minds about keeping this, right? Because we need some extra villagers to go out there and out there and out there and out there. And they have to go out by about 64 blocks, which is pretty deadly for me because I'm awful with villagers and I can just see multiple dying. I don't know if it's quite 65 of them dying, but I don't fancy getting rid of this thing because if we do run out of villagers, that would just be very, very embarrassing because I'll be like, oh, well, yeah, you know, you did provide me with an extra 60 or so villagers, but I killed them all. So now I need more of them. Bad idea, basically. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep this temporary structure until we have built the entire iron golem farm, and then we will get rid of it and we can kill the villagers or use them for trading. I think that sounds like a pretty good idea. As far as this one is concerned, I don't really know what to do, but this up here is the thing that is concerning me the most, so I'm going to get to work on taking that one out. Dude, I just got completely destroyed. Oh my god. Oh. I wish I had been recording then. Wow. I by accident punched a villager. That's a bad idea when there's iron golems about. Jesus. I went so high. I don't even know where my items are going to be. I went at least 20 blocks in the air from that iron farm up in the sky. It was majestic as anything, but yeah, I am dead. Clearly, I lost my 33 levels. I certainly hope I haven't lost any of my items, because that stuff was awesome. I also don't know how, like, is the Iron Golem still going to be annoyed at me for beefing up his villagers? Because this could be bad. This could mean that I won't be able to take out the entirety of the iron farm in today's episode. I mean, I'm running low on time at the minute. I certainly was not expecting that. I tried to, like, panic Ender Pearl. Nah, that didn't work. I fell to my death. Wow, what a day. That was incredible. That's completely blown my mind. Anyway, I'm going to try and find my items, because they're in the spawn chunks. I need to get there quickly, but God knows where they went. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, they better not have fallen in the lava. That would just ruin my there we go. I'm starting to see diamonds. Look how close I was to water as well. I could have made that if I had tried hard enough. That's a damn shame, that is. That's a damn shame. Have I lost any of my armor as well? Because it was right down on the lowest of the low. I might have lost my leggings. Damn it. Ah, that's really disappointing. Have I? Nah, there they are. Sweet. Okay, well that was just an extravagant death then. I'm not too fussed. We only lost 30 levels, which is no big deal because we got the Ender, so no biggie there. But that was hilarious. Oh, I wish I was recording then. That was so funny. Okay, let's see what happens when we pop up here. I'm a little bit scared because that Iron Golem, he was not happy to see me. Dude, he looks okay. He looks alright. Do not hit the villager. Okay? I'm just going to take out this here glass. In fact, you know what? There we go. That sorted him out. Now we can do what we want with these villagers. Except connection to the server is poor. But, yeah, see you later. And see you later. Right, there we go. We can... Brilliant. This is just great. And just like that, the iron farm is no more. It feels sort of weird because I spent a while building that thing. Obviously, I built it first and then the zombies just came along, completely destroyed it, and that was down on the ground. So then me and King Happy were like, dude, we'll build it up in the sky. It will look really cool, and then we can like just build it there. It will be temporary, and then we'll get an iron trench done. Now, we never got an iron trench done, so this stuck around, and it has produced so much iron for the HermitCraft server. I genuinely feel like that was probably one of the most useful builds and farms on the server. Everyone used it, everyone got iron from it, and yeah, it was a really great thing to do, and it's a bit of a shame to see it go, but then again, bigger and better things are on the horizon, or at least under the horizon at the minute. But yes, this is going to be the future. We're going to get tons and tons of iron, but I just have to do a tiny bit more clearing now, and then I'll be right back with you. Now, to finish off this episode, I thought I would do something dramatic and daredevil-ish. You know, Evel Knievel style, because look at me, I am clearly a badass with a tash. So let's just hop off here. Hopefully we hit water. I don't know. Ooh, yes, we made it. Nice and easy. So there we go. The skies are clear. No more iron farm. We've just got a portal lift to nothing. That's fine. I can't be bothered to take that down. If someone does want to take that down, then please do, because it is but ugly and I've never understood why it was there. But yes, the skies are almost clear. So now it is back onto the iron foundry, but unfortunately that is all I have got time for today, ladies and gentlemen. So if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.